Yeah, I got my FedEx shipment today. All the way from Olive Branch, Minnesota. Hold on a minute. I've never been to Olive Branch. I don't know too much about Minnesota, but we are going to learn a little bit about Minnesota. I know one show on the YouTube about Minnesota. It's that Live on Patrol. They're in Minnesota. Olive Branch. I think Live on Patrol has even talked about Olive Branch. Brussels Bonsai, I think he's even talked about that. Olive Garden Branch, something or other. Let's see. And there's the 10-cent coin. I haven't seen it in years. Actually, I have a little, I don't know what you would call it. It smells like asbestos. And it has the 10-cent coin and the 25-cent coin and the cent coin. United States Olive Branch. Man, that coin goes with the olive branches for sure. If you want to go there from here or something, it looks like it's $1,000. Well, $1,400 to go to Olive Branch. The DeSoto County community has a rich history and many stories to share. A self-guided walk around the old town portion is the greatest way to immerse yourself in history. Starting at the intersection of Pigeon Roost Road and Depot Street. A half-mile walking tour takes you past the city's earliest commercial locations and structures. Pack a picnic, lunch, and spend the morning enjoying nature in the facilities of Olive Branch City Park, which features 3 lakes, a fishing pier, walking pathways with workout stations, a half-mile nature trail, and picnic pavilions on 135 acres. Olive Branch is home to a variety of recreational entertainment options, such as the Mid-South Ice House, which provides open skating sessions and lessons, and other winter sports such as curling and broomball. Grove Park. Olive Branch City Park, Brussels Bonsai, Autumn Chase. They have some hotels in Olive Branch, even, looks like. Olive Branch, Minnesota. Well, what was coming out of there? Well, excuse me, FedEx. My package from APC, Schneider Electric. So, I wonder if Tupelo, there's Tupelo, Chattanooga, Corinth, Conway, Clarksville. I've been to a couple Well, I've been to the one in Clarksville, Tennessee. Franklin, Jackson, Minnesota. I've been to Jackson, Tennessee. Well, I haven't been to Jackson. Our news came out of Jackson. Hot Springs, Russellville, Birmingham, Nashville. I've been to Nashville. Murfreesboro, Mount Juliet. Mount Juliet, Birmingham. I've been to Birmingham, but we only went through. It's sort of a hilly. It goes down or what have you. Anyways, I've been down to Birmingham. In Birmingham. I don't know too much about Birmingham, nor have I ever looked at it really. I just drove through it. Birmingham, Alabama. We went to some 7-mile flea market thing somewhere on the highway. They set up all these different little tables you could buy things at, but we just kept driving. Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham is a city in the north central region of the United States. It's in the state of Alabama. Birmingham is the seat of Jefferson County, Alabama's most populous county. As of 2020, Birmingham had a population of 200,733, making it Alabama's second most populous city after Huntsville. The broader Birmingham metropolitan area had a 2020 population of 1,115,289. It is the largest metropolitan area in Alabama, as well as the 50th most populous in the United States. Birmingham serves as an important regional hub and is associated with the Deep South, Piedmont, and Appalachian regions of the nation. Sloss. Sloss first. Panama River, Birmingham Civil Rights, Birmingham Museum, Vulcan Park Museum, Sixteenth Street Baptist, Arlington Antebellum. I think I heard of this. Arlington Antebellum Home and Garden. This is the house Tom's always wanted. He always wanted a house like this. At least. That was at least. You know. Actually, a little bit bigger than that. But those are famous houses in movies and all that, with the big columns in front and whatnot. How about this one? Check out those columns. I think they love columns. They said that before when I was down in the United States. They said they loved columns down there. And so do I. Who doesn't like it? Love a good column. What is a column? Well, there's columns in books and whatnot, but this is also a column right here. And it looks really nice to have columns at home, but you got to be very powerful to have columns, I would say. It's sort of a show of power to have columns, and I have columns and you don't. And don't go near my column. No, you're welcome to go near the columns or come on near, but people know not to mess with the homeowner that has columns or whatever, because they know they're going to have lawyers and all that. You can't just hurt this person. They got columns, like they got lawyers for sure if you got columns and all that. And you're holding on to them and whatnot. Historic Alabama Theater. What an experience this was. I got to go up to a theater in Kentucky. This is one down in Alabama, historic Alabama Theater, and if we just turn around, you're going to see how historic it looks when you see where people sit down at. And that's what in Kentucky it was like that too. You had sat down, and up top there was people. I've only sat in the bottom. I've never gotten to sit up top. When I was in it, there were people up top. I wasn't up top. I was down bottom, and I always wanted to be up top. So I always thought of the ones up top. The government put them up there, when we went in as a school or whatever, because they're a little bit more important. So they were up top. At the time, I hadn't realized that, but I don't think so. I think they just had been assigned to be up top or something. Some people pay to go to the theater. They pay to go. But the United States, their school system's so good. In school, there's a lot of trips. And we're talking it's multi-county, multi-state trips. When I went, I thought it was just our school. Then you show up. There was schools from all different states. We traveled from Tennessee to Kentucky, and then there was schools from Kentucky, schools from Tennessee.